What's up, GQ? I'm Tyrann Mathieu. Today, I'm going undercover on the internet. It's actually me. Wikipedia. Mathieu also ran track and field for St. Augustine's track team and was a member of the relay team. So look, this the deal. This like the inside story, right? I had committed to LSU, right? And so I had like a 2.3 or something like that, and I had like a 21 on the ACT. So basically, I needed to go through my senior year, and I needed to get like a couple A's. My civics teacher was a track coach. We kind of looked at each other one day and said, hey, I'm gonna look out for you, you look out for me. So my senior year, that's what kind of got me in the track, me knowing I needed an A, in that class. So shout out Coach Dixon, real one. Next, on April 26, 2013, it was reported that Cardinals head coach Bruce Arians stated that Mathieu would be playing free safety. To be honest, man, they could have told me I was playing kicker. And I would have probably, all right, coach, I figured it out. I just wanted to play, man. I think just how my career kind of played out, it's best that I, chose to play safety rather than corner. That in itself kind of helped me last 10 plus years in the league. Yeah, I think Coach Arians knew something, man. He knew something. Posted, Cora. Why do they call Tyrann Mathieu the Honey Badger? So I kind of got the nickname in college back at LSU. There was this video going viral on the internet at the time. It's kind of showing the honey badger and everything that it was kind of made up of. I think a lot of people kind of saw my playing style and some of my characteristics, being similar to the honey badger. We both are pretty small. We could stand up to people bigger than us, animals bigger than us. And then I had dyed my hair, blind, and they kind of got the little streak going down their back. So ever since then, that's pretty much what I've been known as. Replied, what inspired Tyrann Mathieu to become a football player? Really just being around my teammates, the team building, the chemistry you build. I come from a family that we've had our hard times. I think anytime I went to the park or I went to the football field, I didn't think about none of my problems. I didn't think about what I was going through. The only thing on my mind was trying to be like the best player I could be for my teammates. And so that's kind of like where it all started for me. Next, is Tyrann Mathieu the best safety in the NFL right now? If you ask me, I'd say yes. Obviously, I think everybody has their own opinions, but at the end of the day, it's all about being productive. And it's also what you're able to do off the field. How you're able to bring guys together and just trying to really just galvanize the community and point everybody in the right direction, from your teammates to kids in the community. And I think those are some things that I possess too. Post it. Instagram. You look like a champion in that jersey. Why would you want to put any other on? Winning a championship, that's all I can ask for. And I'm grateful that I was able to be a part of that team. I think with all good things, they all come to an end. And for me personally, man, just having the opportunity to go back home and to represent my family and everything that I come from, that's the next challenge for me. That's something that, I don't think most kids will want to pass up. Post it. Beautiful. Any pro tips for a family going later this year? Best way to enjoy the experience, get them kids something to eat before. Try to rest in the middle and don't go inside, man, until y'all had y'all fun. That's kind of like my code of survival. Feed the kids in the beginning, try to get you some rest in the middle, and then just keep going, man, till the lights go off. Next, Twitter. Is Tyrann Mathieu a Chiefs Hall of Famer? 52.5% of you said yes, 47.5% of you said no. I would have to say yes. For me to have the opportunity to play in multiple Super Bowls, to win one, to bring back the Lamar Hunt Trophy twice to Kansas City, then too, individually to be as productive as I was, I know it's a lot of Chiefs fans that they'll always remember me. Wonder if a team has swooped in trying to change his mind before he signs with the Saints at 4 p.m. To be honest, man, no. When I came into free agency, my plan was to really not sign until July, August. Like, I literally just wanted to take a break. I was kind of heartbroken that the Chiefs didn't re-sign me. I really just need some time to myself. And I just happened to be in New Orleans one weekend visiting family. The Saints just called. They were like, hey man, we heard you were in town. Can you stop by the building? Not every kid can say they walked in the Saints facility. So for me, that was something I always wanted to do. And so a couple weeks after that visit, they offered me a contract. And now, man, it's all about bringing a championship to New Orleans now. Replied, really living every kid in New Orleans' childhood dream. How does it feel? I mean, it's a dream come true. I can remember really growing up as a kid, every Sunday, somebody in the family would throw up Saints party. I'm looking forward to seeing families, really get together on Sundays again and cook food and watch the Saints game. And a lot of people that helped raise me are gonna have a lot of access to me. It's gonna be fun, man. I'm looking forward to it. Next, YouTube. So a part 2, a year later update, I'll probably get back in the lab this summer and give me some tats. Once I got to Kansas City, I didn't really have time to really get tatted or up how I wanted to, but I'm looking forward to it this summer though, for sure. Replied, wait, this man tore his ACL, IT band, LCL, and hamstring and jogged off the field like a savage. Thankfully, man, I got through that. A lot of people thought I wouldn't be able to come back from that. And so that happened my rookie year, which was 9 years ago. So it's a blessing to kind of still be out here running around, trying to keep up with these young boys. Next, he should be mic'd up every week. Easily the biggest talker on the defense who can back up what he says. Not too many guys work as hard as me, so I've always felt comfortable kind of telling people who I was on the field. And then too, I think just being one of the smallest dudes on the field, I think you just gotta keep that chip on your shoulder. Especially these big dudes, that's the only way for those guys to respect your mind. Is not for you to just talk it, but for you to kind of back it up too. So, but I always took great pride in that. Replied, TikTok. This is dope. I wonder what steps he's taken since his LSU days to get him to this level of growth. You try your best to learn from your experiences. The single biggest piece of advice I've ever gotten was really just from my grandmother. She just told me to never give up, and that as long as I keep living, it's always gonna be a new challenge for me. That really hit me once I got to the NFL. I went through some struggling times at LSU, and once I got to the NFL, I thought that all my problems was behind me. And even though I didn't have those problems, I had other problems. Whether it was me getting injured, whether it was me getting cut, those challenges still come about. It's all about your perspective. You gotta always feel hopeful that no matter what happens to you, that you can get through it. What's the real routine though? I'm trying to get on this level. I'm not like the big weight room guy. I'm more of the mind, so I like to do a lot of yoga. I like to do a lot of meditating. The power in that for me is that it's not many things that I don't think I can do. This particular video, we were actually at Disney World. And so we're kind of waiting in the elevator line. I just decided to pick up her and her stroller and just walk down the stairs. I wouldn't tell anybody to do that. But for me, like I said, in my mind, I think I can do anything. Reddit. Can anyone tell me why the ball always ends up in Mathieu's hands? It's uncanny stuff. A big part of my game was always trying to study the offense, studying my opponents, just trying to get as many tips as I can, really, so that way I can anticipate what's going on so I can go make a play for my team. And for me, I think it's a lot of good karma that kind of takes place on me too. I like to show up to meetings early. I like to get to practice field early. I love my teammates. I love building people up and encouraging them. For me, I think all those things kind of play into, every now and then the football guards, letting a ball or two bounce in my hands, Next, Tyrann Mathieu wants to coach at LSU someday. I can see it. I definitely want to coach. More than that, I just want to be like some of the men that kind of helped inspire me. A lot of those men were coaches and teachers of mine that really wanted the best for me, that kind of sparked my brain and, really sparked my heart to chase my dreams and to be a good football player. So I really just want to be like some of the men that really have helped kind of impact my life. Okay, that's it. I'm signing off the internet.